Hi there, WSMamaReadersNook.blogspot.com. I am reviewing a book that I just finished reading. It was called Rising Tide, Dark Innocence, and it's part of the Maura De Luca trilogy, and it's book 1. And I got to read the Kindle edition. This is the first book review that I've done on YouTube, so hopefully you guys like it. I couldn't put this book down. Seriously, it was absolutely great. The first time I sat down to read it, I read over 75% of it in like an hour and a half or something like that. And then because the climax comes at the end of the book, I couldn't wait to pick it back up and start reading again. So it was really good. And it keeps you guessing the entire book. Even though you kind of know something's going on, you're not absolutely sure about everything. So you're like, oh, what is she? But when things were finally revealed, I was like wanting to jump up and just scream, I knew it, I knew it, I knew it, you know, because it was great. So, but a little bit from my review, when we first meet Maura De Luca, she is a really shy and timid girl who is incessantly teased and ignored at school. She doesn't seem to have any friends in the beginning, and then all of a sudden the most popular girl takes an interest in her, and she's suddenly going places with them. And of course you kind of can tell that it's not going to end well, and it doesn't. She becomes the butt of a horrible prank that leaves her in a position where she could have died. So it's not a great thing, but it does teach her something. And she realizes that she's starting to get strange things that are happening to her. One of the things is that she has a very great hunger for raw meat, which, of course, you're not sure what it means. But she's saved by a guy named Ron, who is a really great character. He's developed pretty well in the book, even though it's written in the first-person narrative. So we see things from Maura's perspective, so we have no idea what's going on until the very end of the book. But she meets Ron, and she becomes part of his friend circle, his Marina, and another friend that he's got, I believe his name was Shane. And so she starts hanging around with them, but the only thing stopping everything is that her and her mother, Kaylin, are moving to Canada in just a few weeks. So her and Ron have to continue their romantic relationship via Skype and text, phone calls, things like that, because Ron has a sick mother that he can't leave. But you start to see Maura when she gets into her new school. She becomes more confident in herself. And I really like the new side of her because she can see things happening to her, like her hair is getting really, really soft, and it looks so much more beautiful than it did before. And everybody's commenting on how beautiful she is compared to before. So you're seeing things from her perspective, though, and she has no idea what's going on. So the reader has really no idea what's going on. Yeah, a lot of strange things happening, but it's really nice because Ron is a character who doesn't seem to mind these things that are happening. He sticks with her even though all of these weird things are happening. And so when she's in Canada and she starts to see changes in her mom, and of course she's seeing these changes in herself, and she just can't figure out quite what's going on. But I literally just could not stop reading this book. I loved it. And I gave it 5 stars, and I highly recommend it for those who like paranormal reads with a little bit of romance thrown in there. Like I said, it's written in the first person, but the characters are very well developed, and it's got a good background, and you start to learn things throughout the book, and that's what I like. It keeps you guessing, but it also gives you just enough to keep you going. So definitely check it out on Amazon. It's called Rising Tide, Dark Innocence. And it is by, sorry, I forgot the author's name, Claudette Melanson, Melanson. So check it out on Amazon, and I guarantee you won't be disappointed. It's won some awards. So have a great day. Thanks.